The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So LSU's will have some work to do after that short return. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
He finds his man.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Wants to throw on third. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Going to take a shot. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They move the tight end all over. He leaves it with his back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And some room to work. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Base. The marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Poor starting field position here for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Keeps looking downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Smith wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, that's a nice number.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Runs through a tackle. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now on 1st down from the 28. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes! And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Cabrera. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Dumps it off to the flats. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, the ground game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Find space on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On second down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dances away again. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold his breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Smith dropping to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes his connection. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying play action. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on that.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Smith wants to throw. Coming after him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they cover. Good. Yards on the drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cabrera. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
This time they'll go to the running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive line.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
and the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
From the gun, looking for a man. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And the comeback is on.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. The give to the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames gotta be thrilled with the result. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, Get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. So,
picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're setting up the screen.
And that's what defense is all about. Understanding the situation. It's third and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the fourth down.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cabrera. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That completion delivers a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And he makes the extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. And Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This